fight the power like Big Chuck.
What's the status, 3?
I'm good, just making the world a better place, that's all. There's a devil and an angel in my head.
The school system calls children kids as baby sheep. You better wake the fuck up or forever sleep. You don't need bars to be in prison, just think. They take cash out of your hand for a digital chip. So if you don't do as you're told, your money will go poof, like it didn't exist. We are almost the Walking Dead without the body bag zipped. This is community revolution in progress, but I'm no crip. As much energy is used to tear down and divide, you can use that energy to uplift and show there's no limit when you reach for the sky. Spells, spells, spells that I am casting. Words I speak are a gift of wisdom unwrapping. A work of art, I am a master craftsman. Painting pictures with the stroke of a pen. Spilling ink on paper.
There's a devil and an angel in my head. When I was fighting the war, the devil was huge and the angel was tiny. When I started to repent, the angel grew and the devil became very small. Small, but he's a stubborn bastard.
With thoughts from within, some say it's the end, something new will begin. Look into the gates of the soul. I am him, I am God. Decisions, decisions, I create and destroy. Broke out this mental prison. Solve a problem and have 10 more like pharma's prescriptions. Life is too short, there's a headstone with your name inscripted. I turn my back to religion, took a seat on a throne. I am the light that torch enemies to skull and bones. I communicate with the other side, open portals, no cell phones. You are the power, why second guess, never think twice. I went from was to was, now I'm Charles Wise. So high, high as a Zeppelin, dazed and confused. I'm God incarnated, no El Hakim or Druze.
There's a devil and an angel in my head. When I was fighting the war, the devil was huge and the angel was tiny. When I started to repent, the angel grew and the devil became very small. Small, but he's a stubborn bastard. He gives me bad advice, but my little angel says to me, no, don't listen to that bastard. Anything can happen, like someone upsetting me, for example, and I think about crushing that son of a bitch. The devil says to me, do it. But my little angel says, remember you're out on bail, and there are cameras. Freedom is wonderful, so be careful. I struggle because there's good and evil in everyone. God gave us free will to choose good or evil.
Peace, Yolanda. I think that's Yolanda, yeah. I was live earlier, but I ended it because technical difficulties and I found this picture right here. I found a bunch of these pictures and to me those look like giant tree stumps. I don't know what land that is and I can't read the writing, but it looks like an island that once had giant trees. Interesting. And then you get this picture, which shows a woman, shows the balance, you know, man and woman, and then the guy in the center's got light, day and night. And the lady has got a beam of light coming from her boob. Interesting. And at nighttime, they got a rain deer because deer do come out at night. And then you got the lion over here, which would be Leo for the sun. Or that's a phoenix, it says. Oh no, the phoenix is below. It would have been nice if they showed this whole picture. So, when I was reading about Aboriginal tribes in California Island, it said they used to breed Gretchens, which was very interesting. I wish these pictures were full, like this picture, so it would fit the whole screen. That's why I like this picture. Or this picture. That's what I should have done, was shown these maps I found. But I was reading this article today that says the United States was their ships were in the Red Sea somewhere. They got attacked, and it's like, what do you expect? You're in an area where there's war, sunshine time, peace. It is Yolanda. Okay, I had it right. And yeah, I was talking about the so-called black tribes that were in California Island, but there wasn't many people here, so I wanted to get people's opinions on these pictures I found, but not many came through, so I just ended it. Plus, people were saying on my laptop my audio was screwed up, so I don't know. I just ended it. But I have tons of pictures of let me see. I could show them through here, through my phone. I found a way. Um, yeah, nice. All right, I'll do this one. Boop. Oh, it's gonna look like crap. It's so little. Damn it. Pull up a different one. Like this. Did you know that part in California has like the island, and then on the outside of that, because that's what California looks like, the island of California. But some people are saying the mud flood is what covered the bay up. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that's said, but who knows? See, all these pictures are just like this. I had way more than this. Where the fuck did they all go? Now, which are in Connecticut, where I'm at. Now, if what history is true is my question, because they have the Shinnecock tribe, which is in Lower Manhattan, and then the Pequot and Mohegan, I think it said. They have casinos, but these people don't. Even Trump said it. So, I have that most likely won't be answered. Because I could read about stuff all day, but I would rather speak to an Aboriginal or an Indigenous or whatever label they want to put on it. I would rather speak to a person than read something. I could read stuff all day off the internet. Yeah, that's what I was. That's what I was looking at. Yolanda and Tanya. I was looking at. I found the picture of. I think it. How you say it? Yeah, they spelled it with a C. Khalifa. Now I know where that rapper gets his name from. Wiz Khalifa. Yeah, Sister Bethy too. I was sub to her channel for a while. And then her and Bro Sanchez got into a whatever. And I just got sick and tired of all the division that's created. And I ain't even gonna lie, man, I get sick of hearing. And I know it's not, you know, in order to bring people together, yeah, I know the past was fucked up, so they say. But they were just beefing them too, and I just get tired of. I know people ain't gonna agree on everything. But yeah, Sister Bethy's in Connecticut. Unless she moved, but yeah. I like Sister Bethy and what she stands for. It's powerful, and what she's doing is how could I put it? It's not only right, it's her culture and her heritage, I guess. I don't know. Damn words. But like I was saying, if they lied, they create their own. His story is just that, a story. Ha ha ha! Those wild Indians. Ha ha ha. Yeah, I don't have no problems with Bro Sanchez either. Like, I don't even know the guy personally, but he definitely was the beginning of opening my eyes. It was Bro, ODD TV, Eric Dubay, but I stuck with Bro Sanchez heavy, man. He opened my eyes to a lot of stuff and helped me carve. He like gave me a starter kit to go down the road I went. Like seeing he's good at synchronizing too, like I am. And then Dan Calloway was a big because I've always went to powwows growing up, and yeah, I even got pictures of me at a powwow with shits from the '80s. It's funny when I look at it. 'Cause um, and I've always been intrigued by the Indians, how they respect Mother Earth and the animals and all that. And I always have said that's the way we should be living. Um, like truthfully, I don't know what to believe. You know, you got the people that say we've been here forever and we were first and all that. I try not to get involved into all that, even with so-called white people saying we come from a laboratory and shit, right? That's no different than there's always fucked up stories that are created through ideologies. Yeah. When I start seeing all these pictures and I was looking into the island of California because I was first looking at maps and I said, man, I forgot where I heard of the island of California from. But so I started looking into it and I found that Queen Khalifa. And then I had mentioned this in the video earlier. Khalifa was on the throne. It's this picture I have. It's somewhere in my phone with my other pictures. I got rid of almost 6,000 pictures and I still have a couple thousand. Anyway, it was whitewashed, as people want to say. There's a white woman now, which I don't even know if that's a real picture, but Khalifa was replaced now. Like I said in the video I had earlier that I erased like a few minutes ago because the audio is screwed up, but the tribes that are in California, I was comparing the Crip Walk in the way they dance, or the Blood Walk, or whatever. I was watching the video about these Crips, and they said they were pushed west from South America. Yeah, that's what I was saying, Mark. I was saying that's where Wiz Khalifa got his name, I think. Peace, Mason Melt, and Faceplant, and Mark. From like I was saying too, Louisiana is deeply rooted with tribes, Mississippi, Florida, all the way, this whole country. Now, as far as the Indians, they portray to be Indians, like I don't know. I'm not a master in that area. Um, I don't know what's up. And as far as I'm saying, white people came before Columbus. The guy, I read an article, said that I personally think what you see has always been like that. I think people have always been everywhere. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. But what if a lot of this history, Scott Severini was saying, we might have only been here about 300 years. It might be true. How do you pick a rock up? It's funny when these people pick up a rock and be like, this rock is 2 million years old. Like, how the fuck do you know? I could pick up a rock, hit it with a hammer, and look at the inside and be like, this rock is 2 trillion years old. It used to be a dinosaur poop. But it became a fossilized poop 1 million years ago. This was a Brontosaurus shit nugget. when I see these scientists or historians say stuff, I'd be laughing because they kill me. People just buy it. You know, even as a child in school, I'd be like, how the fuck do they know that? Right? When they put these millions of years on it and stuff, I would be like, no way. That stuff makes me laugh. Like, and people roll with it, man. They don't question it. They're like, yeah, tree rings. I was thinking that just now too. That's different. Yeah, I don't know what tree rings are. I'm not gonna pretend like I know. Like every time I like talk about stuff, I always mention, I could be wrong. And if I'm wrong, that's fine. I don't cry about it. I don't get mad and be like fight people and argue with them. I stay open minded. But I would love to get someone on here that has deep roots of Aboriginal and has pictures of their family from back then. That would be fire, man. For them to open up and speak, the true history. That would be fire. Cause I'm interested and I want nothing but the truth. I don't want no made up shit from school, no textbooks. It's like what would you rather do? Read about driving a car or drive the car? It's two different experiences, and I would rather White Shadow. Where's Phil? I would rather yeah, I agree, Faceplant. History is fraudulent. For sure. I've tried to get people to come. People that know gematria. I've tried to get people with certain topics that I speak on and I'm interested in to come up, but nah, Sister Bethy won't. Man, I'm already shooting it down because I don't think she would come on here. Like, I don't know. I'm not gonna say I just don't think. Um, 'Cause I know Sister Bethy because of what she does for work, and I know she gets better access to things. She's very intelligent, and she definitely knows what she's talking about. And these people that, I sit back and watch. When it comes to that topic, for the most part, even when I'm like looking at pictures and the video earlier, I feel kind of like weird talking about it because it's not my culture, but I'm always interested and want to learn more. I just don't feel right talking about it with different articles because I don't know what's true. These people could write anything. Yeah, the fake narratives we participate in. Yeah, that sucks. That's the worst part is when you find out you've been lied to about damn near everything. And it's like when you uncover one lie, it's like the fucking domino effect. You start to realize You've been bamboozled. Peace, Obama. Yeah, some people call me European. And that kind of like, I'm not European. Maybe if I was European, me, would have came from Europe. Now, my roots are European, but I was born in America on this land. And I don't even really like, people ask me, what are you, Chuck? Well, German, some Polish, and my father was Italian, but all them fucking labels, I'm just me. All these labels we put on ourselves. Come to find out, German ain't even the real name of the country. It went from finding out the out of Africa theory. So I was like, Dan Calloway got me very interested in my roots. Like, because he goes in so much on, to Aboriginal and stuff. I was like, man, let me start digging on. Because I thought if they lied about the out of Africa theory, I was like, man, what if they lied about all of our fucking so-called history? And I started looking into Germany and digging. And then I found out they changed the name. I was like, no wonder I can't find, because I found a lot of Wazes in Germany and Poland. But it only goes back so far because the country isn't Germany, it's fucking Deutschland. They changed the name. And I don't like the word Germany anyway. I got the word German. I ain't no fucking germ. So Amma says, you said you grew up in South America, right, So Amma? It's still America. The size of that. Oh, you guys can't see it. I don't know why. Looking at my screensaver on my laptop. There's this huge barn. The thing is fucking huge. Anyway. Nah, don't piss in the wind, faceplant. Yeah, I agree with that. Right here, with Sunshine Times said, they've been erasing our history for way too long to keep division and wars. Yeah, and what pisses me off is there's piece of shit everywhere, There's piece of shit. Every so-called race has pieces of shit. And it's always the idiots that will cause a problem. Or sellouts. There's sellouts everywhere too. That's why I always say, if people can reverse all the energy that's used to tear down and divide, you could use that energy to uplift and show there's no limit when you reach for the sky. That's a lot of like, I watch Daylight, even though he's always bringing up, I'm not going to say the man's racist or anything, but yeah, I don't know. Canada Dummy's tripping out. European where? I don't know what that means. Peon? I don't know. But I watched Daylight, and he seems to really have his issues with so-called white people. I get it. I'm not even going to talk about racism because it's just, um, you know, like if I seen an old racist white man, I would tell him, grow the fuck up, bro. Why don't you get to know people before you sit there and fucking hate on someone? Watch Killers of the Moon. I think, hold on, where's this picture? I found a ton of these pictures right here. In these pictures. I can't even read some of these names. Where Connecticut is, it says Netherland. That's interesting because the guy, I was reading his article and he mentioned the peace treaty with the Netherland tribe. Nova Belgica Niu Niu. Oh, I can't read that. America Zepton? What? Means New Belgium. Peace forever, love 774. Yeah. I would have loved to live in these days. I got tons like pictures like this that show these large tree stumps. Ah, new. Okay. Is that a bucket over your head in that picture? Your avatar? Or is that a dunce cap? No, that's a bucket. I used to do that. I used to put a bucket on my head and use the handle for the chin strap and run around like that. We used to play uh we used to play like army men when I was a child. I would put a bucket on my head. Yeah, just like that. It's a bucket. That's funny. And shit, I would put a bucket on my head and hit it with a stick just to see if it would protect me. Peace, Scott. But I don't remember where this map is from. But I have tons of them. Pieces. It's from a book. And what caught my eye, like I said, was these tree stumps. Those are clearly tree stumps. And I don't know what island this is. It might be, I don't know. It looks like that castle up in the right hand corner, upper right, is in the water. Like when I watch the movie Avatar, I can't help but to think, or in the Bible book, or I think it was the book of Enoch, where it states that God sent the angels down to cut the big trees down. Um, that's interesting. Like I've said a million times, where the fuck did all the trees go? Where did all these big giant pieces of trees go? We need to get a boat. We need to get like 50 boats, huge boats. Put some 50 cows on them. Get a bunch of food and clothes to weather the storm. And we need to go find this land they're hiding from us. Thank you, sunshine time. Let me see if I can find more pictures of these. I figured I would just open the panel up. I think I dropped a link. All right, let me erase some of these pictures. Hold on. I got too many. All right. Come on, picture upload sometime today. There we go. It's your boy, King Solomon. Haram. Haramadam. I wonder. This would make a nice. Watch this not be that long though. Ah, this would make a dope picture right here. As you can see in the background though, where the waterfall is, those are old pieces of tree. This is a better one. Ah, picture ain't long enough. Someone looked into Ezekiel's wheel. Like I think I just seen a picture of Ezekiel's wheel. I seen this picture, and it just makes me think that the fucking wheel is more than what they're saying. It's got a bunch of eyes on it. Makes me wonder. got the Masonic glove. Marcel! What's up, Marcel? It's got the Masonic glove reaching from the sky. I forgot what he had said about it being a physical god reaching from the sky. Something to that extent, but they were calling out the Bible in that god. Now, this movie everyone should watch, because this movie right here, look how high that tower goes up above the clouds. I think the real North Pole, Mount Meru, goes up. Thing's huge. There's so much. You know, that's why they got to keep us. Do they? There's jet stream on the globe, and there's your jet stream on our realm. Yeah, these pictures I took, they blow my mind. This picture is an old picture from one of my old phones. But this one up here is a different day. I took one. And I black and whited it. So people can see the shadow. Now how the hell is this spray in the sky, this chemtrail, having a shadow reflection like that? It's very interesting. Noah's Ark. Noah's Ark definitely was a flying something. Maybe even a lab, like you said. Like, when I started learning about genetic modification, my first thought was when they talk about the rib in the Bible, you know, they probably took a genetic sample from a rib, from the bone marrow is where you get the best samples, I heard. If any let me see. What's this a picture of? Somebody drew that. He got his hand spread. Oh, here we go. This is a perfect one to show. Hold on, let me erase this crap. This crap. Hold up. But this, I've talked many, many times. It says 2015 on here when it was presented, but this is an old map. I don't know what year this would take place in, but it's definitely an old map of the cables. I can't see the other part of the map because but there's definitely, I think the cables, if I could zoom in on this, I can't though. Cables are way older than the This is an old Chinese map I had found of the North Pole. I think. Yeah, it's gotta be. Yep, because that's North America right here. So even in China, they knew what was up. Nah. Some of these pictures won't upload. This is the present day map of all the cables now. You have all these cables, but you still need satellites or satelloons. Come on. I don't think satelloons have anything to do with signal. What would you have more control over, right? Think about it. Ground cables or satelloons? I think ground cables. Satelloons could be hacked into easier. I think a lot of these satelloons, like, look at this picture. Tell me if you think this is real, man. They found this in the ocean. I don't know how real this picture is, but that's allegedly found in the ocean, this big knife. So my first question is, if they just picked that up, where's all the dust that happens when you pick stuff up? Where's the imprint in the ground? I don't know, whatever. Maybe I'm overthinking. Look at this picture, man, of the mask. This dude's wearing a mask. You can clearly see he has an artificial nose on. You can clearly see. That's clear as day, man. Clear as day. I had to snap a screenshot of this. I don't know who the guy, the white dude is, but I definitely snapped a screenshot because you can clearly see these people wear masks. I've come across as far as pictures. And this picture, people say, you know, you could barely see down the street, man, even with your naked eye. right? But people think they could look upward and see light years away, or 95, however, trillions of miles. It's hilarious. And when I've told my friends, this would make a nice, too bad it's too little. Fuck. I don't know, but I'm damn sure going to show them. These people have been building robots. That would have made a nice screensaver. Unfortunately, it's too little. I would love to order a giant hamburger with a milkshake. No audio? It's one of my favorite ones. I ain't even gonna lie. See, why is it gotta be so little? Picture. But as you can see, Antarctica. Ah, it sucks. It's so little. Robots, like I said a minute ago. This is one of them. How true and real is it? I have no clue. What's up, Lonnie? Peace. Scott Severini says, like I've said, knights who wore armor were more than likely part man, part machine, hooked up to AI. Hey, that's a good argument to bring to the table. Very good. I'm not going to sit here and say that's not a possibility because I have hieroglyphs showing people on laptops. Now, how true are they? I don't know. I'm not saying they're 100% real, but there's a possibility they are. It looks like the robot from iRobot. You didn't miss much. That's for sure. I'm just sharing pictures the bootleg way instead of going on my laptop and wasting. This piece of tech right here, I've always been interested in. They said they found this in the ocean, and it's supposed to align eclipses and all this stuff. Like these star forts. Once again, these stupid pictures that are so little. Of roads. Now people think the Statue of Liberty, this one defeats the Statue of Liberty by a lot. Peace, Kimba. Yeah, there's audio. I just wasn't saying nothing. Your LTO is rusty, mate. Oh, I gotta look at Facebook Messenger. Keep thinking you mean my text. My bad. Ah, shit. Did I just drop the thing? This is another map that I found in Chinese that has the North Pole. But as you can see, the lands are spread out. But it shows the northern lands. I mean, and I think this map is pretty accurate. In Antarctica, which technically it looks like it circles around the entire realm. I'm gonna look at what you sent me, Lonnie, as soon as I get off of here for sure. I'm gonna go into Facebook and look at it. Because I gotta download that stupid app again. I hate that app. Ever since they used that app to hack my account, man, in Facebook, I hate Facebook. And I hate the Messenger app for that reason. Because they got me. they sent me a fucking thing saying someone died. They got me good. And I pressed the fucking thing. I don't know. They're good at what they do. What they did was they go into people's Facebook and they see who's your friend. And they probably watch people's accounts. And then they mimic your friend's account. They'll copy the picture and use it for theirs. So it looks just like your friend's account. And then they'll send you something. And when you click on it, boom, they're in. But little do they know, they wasted their time because there's no bank or anything in there. They could steal anything. So it was a waste. They got fooled and played. Anyway, if anyone wants to, it's an open topic, really, man. I was doing an Aboriginal thing earlier, but it didn't seem like people were interested, so. It's crazy, man. They boot me out as I'm looking for pictures. There's a lot of drama going down. I wouldn't even know, man. I don't even partake in none of that shit. That's one reason why I stay in my own lane and I stay on my channel and I go to very few channels. Because I'm not with the bullshit. She keeps booting me out, man. Like, how? I'm looking for pictures through StreamYard and it keeps booting me out. Isn't that effed up? Bastards. See if it'll do it again. Well, maybe I'll just end the live. I was just about to end the live stream. If Lonnie didn't come up, I was about to end it. Look, yeah, everyone left. There was 10 people. Now there's only 4.
I was
You can
wondering,
see these lines in the sky.
dude. It's so fucking crazy where I'm at right now.
What, spraying?
Not just that, man. I go outside, and the moment I walk out the door, boom, something in the air. I'm talking like a fucking jetliner. I'm talking, watch, you'll see. Walk outside. No jets. I live nowhere near an airport, dude.
Hold on, let me take this picture off. That's in Indiana. Let me see. It's cloudy here too. That's great. That's a long stretch of cloudiness across the country, man.
Yeah, that's when they thrive in that in weather like this because they're hidden. You know what I mean? The clouds hide everything they do.
That's why on this one you could see the spray lines, which is odd to me, as you can see in this picture.
Hold on a second. Tie my shoe.
And then I messed with a picture on this one, and you could see the shadow of the freaking chemtrail, the light. I changed it to black and white, but
Oh, I'm switching the camera. Oh, that's you. Okay.
that's the shadow of it. I just changed it was a color picture. I have the regular picture, but I changed it because it shows the shadow better. Just like this. You could see this was in the summertime, I think. Beginning of the summer.
I get these them X's like you're talking about. I mean, it's like they're playing tic-tac-toe. Like what?
Oh yeah. I got that in the video. Where is it? Right here. Look at this.
Peace. Now, as you can see, them lines, and then they go over here like this, right? So you can see the sky's fine, except for over here, a few skid marks. But yeah, they started to ruin the sky. There she is, the mooner, which is horrible when I zoom in. There she goes. And there goes them dang lines. Lines in the sky. We all...
They're always spraying. And it stopped for a while, man. They cut that out for a little bit. And then now they pick it up full force.
Yeah, looks like they stepped it up in the past month.
I think it's because wintertime, and they're confusing Mother Earth and all that, man. Like February, there shouldn't be buds on the tree in February. Like for the last 6 Februaries, there's been budding and shit, and Mother Earth's confused. It's
There's
even
no more.
ruining
Go ahead.
ruining the oranges from growing.
Yeah, it's like one of the only fruits that have seeds that you like. You know what I mean? Other than apples and shit like that. I'm gonna start planting my own produce. I may do a hydroponic deal or something in the basement or something, and try to do it that way.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
so-
Forever Love. Thank you for coming through, Forever Love 774, and peace to Sun Mao. And I said peace to Kimba. Just make sure. Mark Bass. Who else came in?
Hey, Mark,
knows?
who all left? Everybody?
There's 6 people in here. I haven't been
That's
getting
cool.
big live streams lately. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to monetize my channel, man. I thought about it, and it's like I'm not ready to follow those rules, man. I'm not. I'm just not. If I sign that, it's going to be hella stuff you can't do. Like, I even see people not saying the word death or certain words. They change the fucking wording around because they can't say it. And it's like, death? You can't say that? Like, what? How
You can't.
childish has this new
Yeah, a lot of
generation become?
Agents. Crazy shit, man.
That
So
gets
I
funny
was-
to me.
Go ahead.
A lot of that stuff that you're not allowed to say. And they be screaming racism, a lot of the far left people. They don't even know what racism is, man. All these newbies. They're only like fucking 18 years old and they think they know what racism is.
Well, there's different kinds of racism. There's reverse racism. I mean, there's all kinds of racism, man. I mean, that everything's at the end of the day, man, everything's black and white. You know what I mean?
Right? Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, well, by design, just by
Yeah.
design. Yeah, it's done for a reason, and it's all for they say divide and
Keep us
conquer
divided.
for a
Yeah.
reason. Exactly, divide and conquer.
Yeah.
If there's no unity, then you don't have to worry about an uprising. You don't have to worry about any kind of fight.
Yep. They divide us between politics, religion, race, sports teams. I see
Yeah,
more
yeah.
people
Getting
when your
fights
sports
over
team
football games.
loses. Yeah, they'll
Yeah.
burn cars and shit. But when they say we're taking your gun rights tomorrow, you hear crickets.
Oh, okay.
My team lost. Why? Let's burn down the country.
Yeah, exactly.
I love how the news, they know the trigger words too are black and white. That's the biggest trigger words because the news always says it. Every time I'm listening to the news, they make sure to use them words. They'd be like, today, a white man shot a black man today. And I'm like,
Yeah, I
a
thought
man
that-
couldn't
I
have
thought
just
that
shoot a
was-
man. My roommate watches the news all the time. I don't watch that shit either.
It's all fear mongering, man.
What good news do they put on the news? What, someone won the lotto? That's rigged too. Everything's rigged. Sports is
Right.
rigged. Voting's rigged. Gambling's rigged.
Yeah, it's all rigged.
shit.
The money's rigged. You know what I mean?
Yep.
The banking system's rigged. It's all rigged. It's designed for you to stay right where you're at in poverty. You're poor for a
That
reason.
shit's rigged. That shit's ribbed.
Everybody wants to talk about slavery and shit. We're all fucking slaves.
Yep. What you
Those
see
that-
always has been and always will be until we do something about it.
Well, it's been.
Will there ever
it's
be
still-
true peace, Lonnie? Do you think that? Do you think there will ever be true peace on this earth, or is there always going to be the duality of evil and good?
Dude, I'm going to tell you right now that we switch so often and frequently we don't even know it. Back and forth between our parallel copy. We keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I mean, you might do it 20 times in a day. You might do it 1,000 times in a day. I don't know, but I know we do it.
I never heard this before. Scott Severini said, white people have been bleached. Different colors come from different cycles of radiation exposure. That's interesting.
I have not heard that one. Now, I do know that everybody was laboratized. I do know that. And when I said we're all more cybernetic than what we know, and I mean exactly that. Those videos that I sent you, dude, you need to check those out. Then what I just said would probably resonate with you a little more. But I sent you some pretty good stuff, dude.
Yeah, I'm behind in so much. I haven't checked my Telegram in a minute.
Yeah.
I'm backed up in Facebook. Hundreds of fucking shit. I went on Facebook about a week ago, posted something. People are like, "Where you been?" I just don't like Facebook, man.
Yeah, I deleted my account. At least I hope I did. But I had like 2 or 3 of them. I think I finally got rid of one. It's like I have the worst trouble, man, trying to delete those things. It's like if you check your messenger, I don't know if you keep your account active. I don't know how that shit works, man. But I want to kind of keep the messenger deal because I've got so many people that's the only way, like you, that's the only way I can send you something. And I got your email address, but I'm having trouble logging into my email because I'm doing it from a different device. So it's all fucked up, man.
I would like you to speak more on that, Scott. I don't know if you could come up on the panel, but I've heard like the radiation. I've heard about the what are the things called? Not nuclear, but the nuclear plants. That someone showed a map. I forgot where I heard this from, but nuclear plants, 98% of them are where it's cold, and it makes me think. They said that it has to do something that the snow is the nuclear fallout. How true is that? I don't fucking know, but it sounds interesting. And it makes me wonder, why are all these nuclear plants where it's cold? Is it because it helps keep them cool? Or what the hell is going on? And to me, I don't think winter has always been here. Like, because trees do just fine in Central America or near the equator, 365 days a year. You know, there's no snow. Trees don't die and then grow back there. So why couldn't the whole realm be like that? Something happened to where when all these trees are cut down.
Are you saying snow is a byproduct of nuclear?
I'm not saying it is. I'm just wondering. Yeah, I'm wondering. Someone had mentioned that all nuclear plants are. I'm gonna find a picture that shows where they are, and they're mostly in like where it's cold.
Maybe that's why some of that snow wouldn't burn. Remember? Wouldn't melt.
I remember people posting videos of that when they were trying to melt the snow and it wouldn't melt. That I'll never forget. We had a bad snowstorm here, and I worked like 19 hours straight or something. Not 19, but like 16 hours straight about. And that day I ate some snow. And let me tell you, man, I got so sick. I was throwing up. I couldn't eat. My head was pounding. And I should have never ate the snow. I used to eat the snow all the time when I would do snow removal when I was younger. That never happened. Yeah. Now that they're genetically modifying the weather, that happened. This is an inverted backwards realm, Scott says. Turn it all around. just like time is actually running backwards. That's why ancient civilization had better tech, knowledge. They are part of the future of this. Dean.
Right. Some truth in that. Yeah, absolutely. Truth in that, I believe.
Dean, what's up, Dean? There are companies. Hold on. There are companies. Hold on, I have to fix my headphones. There are companies to hire for making weather on internet search. Really? Interesting. If I wasn't so lazy, I would go to my laptop. Well, I'm not doing all that. I gotta exit out of here, turn the hotspot. Fuck that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
speaking
come
of
up,
drones,
Dean.
yeah, I try to distance myself from that shit as much as I can, man.
What, drama?
Oh yeah, it's a distraction, man. That's all it is.
It's a waste
Big
of fucking
distraction.
time. That's what it is.
Yeah, exactly. But you then
Waste of
you said again,
motherfucking time. Everything is GMO, including us. You're damn right about that one. I'm a GMA, a genetically
How you
modified
doing, dude?
asshole. That's me. I'm a GMA, a genetically modified asshole.
That make two of us, Chuck.
I wonder if our DNA has been altered, you know, with all the garbage
Oh.
we eat.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
Like I bought a coconut yesterday, and there's so little now. I could have sworn coconuts were bigger, man. Now they look little, like they're mini pocket coconut, keychain coconuts and shit.
Coconuts are bigger than a grapefruit.
Yeah, these are almost the size of a grapefruit. Now,
Yeah, they
a little
should be
bigger.
almost double. Oh, should be almost double a grapefruit. I mean, yeah, they're different sizes, but for
I'll
the
show
most
you.
part, man.
I think they
What's
have
up,
miniature
Dean?
ones. Yeah. Yeah, good. Thanks, Chuck. I'm a little better today. I've been a bit crook for the last couple of days. Yesterday,
Yeah, my friend said he's feeling sick too.
How's your weather there,
yesterday
Dean?
was the big day for me. I just thought, that was it. I had to curl up in bed and just bloody forget about everything. Yeah. Anyway, I'm better today.
Glad to have you.
Yeah, I think those coconuts you're talking about there, the ones the size of grapefruits, are from the miniature
See?
coconut tree. Okay.
When they gotta say they're organic, it makes me wonder, are they? You know, why you gotta put it on there?
That's just the label, man. They put that shit on everything just to get you to buy it.
Yeah.
And now they say number 9s are organic. They say the 4s are the modified. Who knows how true that is?
You can buy anything.
Yeah, I
Chuck.
don't know how we find it out, but I think there's got to be some kind of grading system.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You pay for the label.
Yeah. Well, because most of this stuff in the store are under a 4, which is supposed to be sprayed or modified, which I don't know how true that is. And the bananas and coconuts and a couple other things are under the number 9, which is supposed to be the true organic. But if, you know, picture them not spraying,
Hey,
it just, I think they spray everything.
Anything with the number
Chuck,
9.
You got to look at what's coming. You got to look at what's coming down from above, guys. What's coming down from above, right? We're getting sprayed on every bloody day. You know. That bloody those planes up there, bloody squirting that shit out, are spraying us every day. And if we say everything's organic, you know, I mean, I've had this thought before, Chuck. Where, you know, I've said to people, well, I mean, even ourselves, we collect rainwater, right? But I mean, if it's got bloody all the sprays from the, climate bloody combatants, right? Climate combatants. Oh, you got to laugh at the irony. I mean, it's all around the spray.
Yeah, I
I've got
try
a
to
bloody-
make
I've got a
jokes
friend-
out of it, but life's fucked.
I know. I
try to
bro.
make
It's the
jokes
only thing
myself.
I can do. It's the only thing I can do.
Right.
Otherwise, I'd bloody cry, mate. I'd bloody cry all the time.
It's like, is this world ever gonna change? You know, I think, are we making a difference? You know, will I be alive to see these people fall and pay for what they've done to us?
I think
No.
so, Chuck.
That's all I live for. People can call it revenge, or they could say I'm what's the word? Vindictive. You're damn fucking right. You know,
So-
these people killed my mother. Why wouldn't I be mad? They poison all the products. I've watched numerous people suffer and die.
So I heard something
So-
interesting yesterday. So I hear in the year 2025 at the World's Fair, they're going to roll out these healing beds.
Oh, I heard about that.
And there's, I guess, quite a few items that they're going to roll out, man. And I'm going to do some digging in on it, and I'm going to see what all is, set
You
to
know,
be.
Lonnie, that's it just, to me, that just fits with the bloody world nicely, doesn't it? You know, I mean, how do you what's it called? Release your name of the bond of badness. You know, you could only by bloody issuing out something new and useful every now and again. You know, that to me is the world. You know.
Peace. Smoking in G sharp. Peace, G sharp.
It's a right kid. It's a right kid.
It's nothing to it. It's enough.
Oh, no way, Lonnie. I knew it. I won't say it on here, but I knew it. I knew it. Oh, not again.
Hi,
Don't.
Smoking in G Sharp. Big hugs from me and Maureen.
Oh, my God.
What is it, Chuck?
Nah, I'll tell you later.
Okay.
Shit.
Yeah, I got up on
happened
Richie's
here?
show last night. I started to feel a little bit better just before I went to sleep, so I got up on Richie's show. I was going to come and join you yesterday, and man, I just couldn't. I was so bloody crook. I've been wanting to come up for a few days, but I just every day just felt in the morning. I just felt like shit.
You felt like a dingleberry.
Yeah, bro.
Wait. Sun Mao said for colds, FLU, onions chop on half with peel.
No, it's not
Yeah.
cold. It's been about my belly, mate. It's some foods
your
I
health?
eat now, it just turns my stomach the other way, man.
How's everything
I mean-
going, G Sharp? Oh, go ahead, Dean. Sorry.
It's all good. No, I'm just gonna say, buddy, you know, it's just wallowing in my own misery sometimes. You know, it's all I seem to, buddy. You know, you just got to pull yourself out of your own miserable bath sometimes, and you know, I feel like I wallow in the bloody pile of mud most of the time, and I just got to drag myself out of it. It's a mental it's a mental war I have every day, Chuck. Yeah,
the
I
mind
think
over-
the older I get, the worse these bloody wars become. You
The
know,
mind over matter, Dean.
I know, Lottie.
And sometimes it's a little easier for others to say things like that, you know, but it's even harder to navigate
I
it.
take
You know what I
courage in
mean?
it, Ronnie. I take courage, bro. I take courage when people talk to me and offer me, you know, something. I take courage in that.
Just because I speak of it, Dean, doesn't mean I master it, but I am a student, and I like to surround I like to surround myself with like-minded people and people that have something to offer to make me a better being. But that's not to say if they don't have anything to offer that I don't have something to offer them.
Fully. Yeah, I mean, there could be that you're there to offer them something because they are in need of an offering, right?
Exactly. But I've learned some valuable things in the past year. I mean, very, very valuable things. Well, the past 2 years, but more so in the past year. That I one of the most important things that I did learn was not everyone is whom we think they are. But then when you think you found out who they are, you really don't know because you find out that they have a double copy.
Yeah.
And you interact with that double and don't even know it. And they don't even know that this double copy has interacted with you. So therefore, it alters your relationship with them in the now.
Of course it does. Yeah. Mm. Absolutely. And I mean, yeah, fully. You carry on, bro. You're going great.
Well, I've had it happen to me, man. I've lost some good friends over it. And they've dealt with my double dark copy as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, fully. I mean, our double dark copy comes out in all sorts of ways too.
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely.
But especially when we're under stress.
I think it's the drugs.
You know,
I think it's the drugs more than anything.
well, I just listened to a bloody good song on you know, like the Flat Earth Guru, music guru, and Maureen and I, we opened the Telegram, and it was the first thing we heard for the day. And this song was about how we swallow all the lies out of a bottle of lies, and we put our hands out for a ticket, a ticket, which is the medicine cabinet. You know, we go to the doctors and we get a bloody piece of paper so that we can get medication. And that was what the song was about. And that we dig holes deep into the ground to build towns. But nowadays we just dig holes 6 feet down and live under
we've
the
dug
cold
ourselves
ground.
a hole, all right. We've dug ourselves a grave we're trying to get out of now. Fuck the government. And
Fully, Chuck. I mean, I'm always at the same bloody point every day when I wake up. And sorry, bros. Sorry, bro.
No, go ahead, Dean.
It's just to me. I'm always living in irony. I can't get myself out of the irony of this world. And it's you know, I'm always on the point of either laughing my bloody head off or crying because really, I don't know. I don't know what to say. Sometimes, some days I'm just absolutely at a loss.
Dean, I know that you inspire a lot of people. I do know that.
Thank you, Lonnie. And I realised that. I realised that people wait for me to come up and just say hi and just express myself.
It's the energy you will. It's your life.
Today, I don't have this much of that beautiful energy that I normally have.
Well, I think that you'll probably be receiving some of that high intense frequency that is a positive energy. Just in saying that, I'm directing some at you at the moment.
I'm feeling it too. I'm feeling energy coming my way just from being here.
I'm sending a lot of it.
Thank you very much, Lonnie, and well received too. I must admit.
And I don't just say that. I mean, not with my thought of intent. I just give you a
what I
verse.
want. I've just been reading an article about Odin, and the Norse mythology. Do you know that on the eve of Yule, which is the Norse the Norse winter solstice, right?
Right.
The shortest day of the year is the winter solstice. It's the day of Yule. And that's when they believe that Odin traveled across the sky, going to all the different houses. And he collected souls. And I half wonder, I mean, to me, that's so deep, because we have loss of life, Baldwin's mother, for example. Baldwin was killed by an arrow from the Yule tree. And that arrow, when it killed, killed Baldwin was from this Yule tree. I'm trying to think of the name of, but anyway, so Baldwin's mother cried tears until Baldwin was resurrected, and then the Yule tree, which I think is the mistletoe, turned her tears turned the berries red. But there's, when I just read that story, and it's just so much like the story of Jesus and the waiting of the sun, the return of the sun, because they had it on the shortest day, which is, the shortest.
There you said it. The returning of the sun.
At the shortest day, which happened to be the longest night also, right?
Right.
And so that's on the 22nd. And so, that trying to make 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th, it's like, it's very similar to the biblical story. You could almost say that a poet with enough nous to write poetry put that into the biblical record,
I agree. When they say the sun, they're not in fact talking about a son, a manly son. They're talking about the source, the sun.
The light, yes. The source, yes.
The power in the light, the frequency. As we know,
Well, I know.
frequency is light.
Sorry about that. My cat isn't feeling good. I think she's on her way out of here. She was crying. I had to go check on her.
But continue.
Yeah. So awesome. Yeah. So I mean, I feel like we're every which way the world can shift our reality at will. Every which way it can shift the realities of what people see and understand into a false reality. It will do it. This is what I feel the world is. And it's nothing to do with you individuals such as you and I, but there are individuals here who hold a power over others, right? And they hold that power not through like a loving guide as a brother or a sister or a mother or a father or a dad, but in the guise of being some god, some force to look up to. And if we've replaced Odin with Jesus, have we replaced Odin with Jesus?
Touchy subject on the YouTube verse. You know what I mean?
It is a touchy
but
subject.
You're definitely onto something. Definitely
well, I mean, I use my nous, and if that is the old Greek mythological story,
they call it that. So you don't dig into it.
Of course. But I mean, if you do dig into it, Lonnie, when you do dig into it, Lonnie, you see things that you can connect dots with today's stories, right?
Because it's exactly what they wanted it to be, a story. But the narrative all ends up the same way. They've told these stories for millennia, you know what I mean? Centuries. And these stories, they keep changing.
You could easily be, we could start a whole new story, and I could make you Odin, and I could have been Borden, right?
Absolutely. But why limit yourself at that? Why put a label on it?
Exactly. Yeah, I don't want to limit myself at that.
When
and
you're
I definitely don't want to limit you to a stage name. Yeah.
Yeah, we're much more than that.
And it
I don't
just,
have much.
it just makes me wonder how many because I mean, I always look at the old world architecture, and I can see so many different cultures over time. Like the Incas, and we call the pyramid builders. Were they the Incas, or were they the pyramid builders? Were they not just allocated to the Americas? Were they in other realms? Well, we find pyramids in other places, so I would say that they were.
There's pyramids everywhere, even under the ocean. They say there's pyramids on Mars and the moon, but I don't believe that. But I do believe they're all over. All right,
But,
Lonnie, thanks for coming up, bro.
I kind of feel like our handlers, the ones today, our handlers, are the children of the founders. And
Peace.
and I feel
Now, as you can see, them lines.
becomes the authority over it, right? That's what happens. If you find something, you take authority over it. If you find a piece of gold, it's yours. You take authority over it. And I feel like the founders have taken authority over what they've found, and that we are under their thumb, under the handler's thumb, or and the handler is from the founder. The handler is the children of the founders. I see this world as just a whole lot of people finding stuff. You know, like Tesla. Did Tesla come up with that technology himself, or did he find it? And did he take authority over it?
They reverse engineered it.
Hey, sorry guys. Hey, so I don't mean to cut you off, Dean, but hey, I gotta go. But I'd love to pick back up on this conversation. I think we're getting somewhere. I think this could go a lot of places, and I would love to be part of this.
Yep, fully, Lonnie, and we're only just opening we're only just taking the scab off this thing, right?
Right. Well, like I said, Dean, I'm learning a lot, and I'm just in the infancy stage of my ascension, so if you want to call it that. But I've learned a lot, and I continue to learn on a daily basis. And I'm like a sponge, you know. I keep absorbing, but I'm doing more and more energy work, and I'm learning how to work with these energies, you know. And
you're an inspiration to me, Lonnie. And just the fact that you have my best friend, one of my best friend's names, and I'll always salute that. I'll always salute that.
Well, I appreciate that, Dean, and I know you're a good man, and I know we don't know each other. I think we spoke a couple times.
Yep. I understand that. But we've already started on a great footpath, right, together. Yep. Absolutely.
And we have common people in our path that we both relate to, and then saying that. But yeah, I gotta go. And Chuck, I sent you some really good stuff. I really would like you to check that out sooner than later. And there's a couple things you're probably going to want to share.
Big hugs and much love to your family, bro.
Yeah, much love and respect to everybody out there. Yeah, most definitely, Dean. I'd like to network with you and touch bases with you. And Chuck, you got my number. If you want to call me later, that's great. But I'll talk to you guys soon. Much love.
Cool. Yeah.
All right, Lonnie. Peace, bro.
Comment.
Yeah, I really like that, man. Yeah, I've been, you know how I talk when I talk about these founders, Chuck?
Yeah, exactly what they are. They found everything. My question is, what happened to all the people, right, that left all this behind? That's my biggest question. like you were saying, the pyramid builders or the mound builders. What's under these mounds? Why are the pyramids in Giza, right? Which there's evidence to prove that they either fixed that place up or it was built. I think the pyramids in Giza is nowhere as old as they're saying. Number one, and I think why aren't they looking under the mounds in China and all these other places, right?
I got a theory, bro. I got a theory that this plane of existence, they built the hills, they built the mountains. The mountains only came from either organic growth in trees or mushrooms or those sorts of things to begin with. On a macro scale, the flora and the fauna on that great plane of existence grew up out of it, and that's what made the hills today, out of creation, right? That's what creation was building up all those hills and building up even the pyramids, bro. Because I got to say that some of the mountains I look at, I've got pictures of them, and man, they look like bloody pyramids. You know, look like if you were cloaking a bunch of grass and dirt as like a cloak over top of a brick building or a stone building. Some of these hills that I look at in my vision, I can see a pyramid underneath them.
Before I forget, I caught a shooting star the other day. I was recording the moon.
Yeah, I've seen it.
I couldn't believe it. I went to look at the footage afterwards, and I seen it fly by in the upper right-hand corner of my screen, and it happened so quick. And I'm like, no, am I seeing things? I thought it was the reflection of the moon on the camera lens, but you could clearly see the reflection of the moon on the camera lens lower. And that was in the upper right-hand corner, and I was just mind-blown to catch that little shooting star. It was so quick. It looked like a spark. I think a lot of these shooting stars are sparks from the electric universe.
Well, I wonder if they're the sparks of our soul, and whether they're another soul coming in, or a soul that's been alive and hasn't left.
I think Scott Severini said, even the planets, i.e. the gas giants, are dead stars. Now, me personally, the planets or the plane within that, the wandering stars, to me, aren't solid. I think they're just, I don't know what they are, but they're not what we're told. And they look like when you put sound in water and you get the little stars they create. Now I do agree with the second part. We live in a solar system, like Solomon, the solar man. Anyway, that word. The people who built that stuff are here today, us. And I agree with that. I think this whole system was built by us. And the God in that Bible is the ruler of the system. When he said, let there be light, he hit a fucking switch or whatever he did, and the whole sun, moon, and the stars came about because they're electrical. And Mount Meru in the center, who knows? But no, I do agree.
I agree. I agree totally. Yeah, I think we're on the right track here, bro. That we are the world, and I you know, that song, "We Are the World." I'm afraid to say that I found out that we are the world. And
We
that's
are the
main-
children. Ha!
yeah,
That song.
Yeah.
Peace, Dominic. I agree. Like the word King Solomon, the soul of man. Like all these words are like coded and shit. And only people who are taught correctly know the truth. Like all the rich people, we're taught nonsense to keep us running in circles, chasing our tail like a fucking cat.
like the snake. Yep. Yeah.
Like the background
Yep.
picture. I finally
wonder-
being invested into StreamYard. I finally bought the highest level I could get. Well over 6 people on my live stream now.
Cool.
It's not much different, man. They make it seem like you get all this special stuff. Oh, I forgot. I can download. It'll save all my live streams now, so I could download them and edit them. But that, like,
Right.
you don't get really much more than for not paying for it. You know, like you could put my symbol up there and extra stuff like that. But I was all excited, like finally, and then I realized, it's not a big deal.
Yeah. Like, you know, we can paint a pretty picture to sell anything, really, can't we? You know, it's all in our marketing, right?
How's your farming going? I always forget you're
Not
in a
that-
different season.
Not that
Not
well,
good.
actually. Chuck. I mean, we've got bloody good growth. We got a bloody broccoli head. Huh. How big round is it, baby?
Oh, it's huge, about the size of a, probably bigger than a basketball.
Yeah, bigger than a basketball. Who gets bloody broccoli heads those size at the shop, right?
Huh.
Hola, amigos. ¿Cómo
I was
están
wondering who
ustedes?
that was. Like, who got the
Oh,
middle finger up?
because,
I thought I knew it was you or Christos, one of the two.
it's the best.
It's Rebecca. How are you guys?
Right?
It's the
Arriba,
one
arriba.
that everybody loves.
Yeah, Bex, you know about, you got this, the new, well, the whole package of StreamYard. It's not even
Yeah.
that much of a big deal. Like,
Well,
I
I
thought
think.
there was going to be more than what
Did
it
you
is.
get it on the Black Friday sale? You got it for the Black Friday sale?
No. What was
No?
it?
Ooh, Dexter,
Like it was like
obviously.
$100. Actually, you've got the little StreamYard logo up, so it should have been under $120 unless you can turn that StreamYard logo off. They had a sale for 10 days that just ended in the last couple days. So if you got it 3 or 4 days ago, likely you got it for $10 a month.
No, I didn't get the top. I don't remember what I got, but it wasn't no $100 and something, that's for sure.
Mm. Mm.
I'll
They had a
definitely
deal.
won't pay them. No, what do you get for $100 and something? They send you a gold chain.
Well, no. Well, basically, the plan that I was paying for was like $20 a month, right?
yeah.
It was $25 a month if you. It was $25 a month if you paid monthly, and $240 a month if you paid for the year.
Mm.
And I was just paying monthly when I first started my channel, but then I took about 6 weeks off and just used the YouTube Live, and then I signed up for the same plan back. And that Friday started a 10-day sale where you could prorate your plan back to $10 a month. So, but you got stuck with that little StreamYard logo up there. And there are a few things that you get that are different. You can upload, you can change your backgrounds like you've learned. I guess you could always upload slides, but I don't know, were you always paying for a lower level?
No, I was using the
No.
free. I was always using the free. Never
Well,
did I ever pay for StreamYard until recently.
yeah. Like
You
I know
could,
somebody who bought. If you bought
and
the
it saves your
StreamYard,
live streams too. It'll save your live stream so you could download
only
them.
up to 50 hours of live streams.
No.
You can pay for extra storage, and then it
Well,
depends. If you got the highest level, then I think you do have a bunch of more storage. But
I'm just glad that I could put my logo up. That was the main reason I wanted it, and to put pictures up. But other than that, it's really nothing exciting. And you could do one or more channels too when you go live. The other day I went live on 2 channels at once. Test it out.
Smart.
To let people know, hey, I haven't. Some people said, oh, I didn't know. Like, I tell people all the time, all my links are in the description. You know, I always make a description for every video.
Yeah.
They're all in the description.
Yeah. My new my new avatar for now. I'm always changing them, right? But that's I usually just use the abstract filter, and I've been playing around with words like truther, brainwash, propaganda. I put that in one day. Actually, I put it in the order of brainwash, truther, propaganda. But I got some really crazy pictures, like pictures that looked like Donald Trump's face, like was wearing a mask, and pictures of Putin in weird, like just weird stuff, right? And this one I put in just the word propaganda, and look what I got, Princess Propaganda. Isn't she beautiful? I was like, you know.
I got a picture of a mask.
Beautiful.
Hold on, let me show you.
I think Kimber must be using the same app.
Yeah, I'll put the picture back. I got a picture of one of the people's favorite Hollywood stars, and you could tell he's wearing a mask for sure.
So how was your date anyway, Beck? How was your date?
Oh, it was nice. It was I hooked up. I mean, I shouldn't say hooked up. That sounds like Netflix and chilled. And we were just out in public. So that would be very exhibitionist of me. Yeah, I just went for a walk downtown, met my old friend for a quick bite, and walked back along the harbor home. It was really nice. But I learned that even while we were out, I'm like, I prefer my pixelated friends over my non-pixelated friends. I'm not going to lie. I was like, I missed everybody. Like, there was so much going on, people sleeping on live streams, and the same drama anyways, I was just joking, but I was missing it. So it was fun. It was really nice. It was nice. I've been getting out. I let my insurance lapse in October. And most of what I can do and is within walking distance. So I just haven't, so now I'm walking everywhere.
What do you mean you let your insurance lapse?
Oh, my car insurance. So I haven't, so I usually drive even if it's 4 blocks away. It's just what I do, right? So I thought, it's a good, people got my face everywhere. So, it's some things you take the best of, and you just work with it, right? So I've been getting a lot more exercise, and it feels great. It feels great. It's nice. I've lived in this city for years, and I never walk along the harbor, so it's.
I used to do that too, Bex. When I had a car, I gained I wouldn't walk up the street. I would jump in my car. That's one thing. I'm glad I don't have a car, because I got so lazy myself. Like, I'm not saying you're late. I'm speaking for me.
Oh no, I get it. I know, and it's fine. I like I just said, I used to drive 4 blocks, right?
I became lazy, like me myself. Like, I wouldn't even probably walk across the street. But I do miss though being able to jump in my car and like drive somewhere, just to get away, do something. Now it's like, I can't do that anymore. It sucks. That's the only sucky part.
Yeah, I fully get that. Yep.
Like hiking.
I mean, where we are out in the country here, we need a car. We need a vehicle.
Yeah.
I mean, I was thinking the other day, crikey, I should have kicked the bloody old horse. I should buy myself a horse and get back into riding, but I just don't know if my bloody hips would be up for it anymore.
This is it right
Bloody
here,
hard
Bex.
work, you know, riding a horse.
What is that?
You could see he's got a mask on. Look at the eyes. You could see it in the corner. You could see where the mask goes over. That's someone else's eyes behind there.
Yeah.
Hollywood definitely is playing games. Even the president, Biden, I got pictures of near his ear. You could see the flap of skin going near his ear. Like, these people, who knows how long they've been doing this shit. But you could clearly see that that's somebody else under that mask. People say, Will, I forgot the actor's name. They're saying Will Smith plays him.
They're the actors, but who's the puppet master, right?
This guy right here. This guy's the puppet master, the Pope, the fish hat. Yup. The Triple Crown. Oh shit! What sport is that? What sport has the Triple Crown? Is that fucking tennis? Right? The Triple Crown. That's what the Pope wears. The Triple Crown. I think the Pope, on the low is the leader of all the evil. Pope, like a religious man, right? The man of God got to drive in a bulletproof truck. What a shame. He can't. What a shame. The people don't even love the man of God, right? You know,
they want to shoot the man.
Yeah, because of what his crimes did to children. Hell yeah, they want to shoot him. He should. All those people in there, man, they get away with everything. That's disgusting. They should be slaughtered. You put a dog to sleep for biting someone's ankle, but a cardinal or whatever them losers are called in that church there do stuff what they do to you know who, and they get away with it. They should be put to sleep and their wing chopped off and shoved in their nose.
Wing.
Real. Have you gotten monetized yet?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I don't have. I'm 110 subs short still. You have to have 500 subs.
They sent me the email about a week and some change ago. And I don't know if I'm going to do it. People are like, do it, Chuck. Number one, they ain't going to pay me good. The money isn't worth it. And two, I'm not good at following orders. You know, I'm a 5-star general. I don't follow orders.
On ya, bro.
What are them things called? Vectors? Yeah.
Vectors?
Yeah, and the sergeant stripes are vectors or V's upside down. You know, like the stripes in the army, vectors. That's why I said I'm a West Main general who needs vectors. Salute my 5 stars when you walk through my sector. Anyway.
On ya, bro. I got it.
Working on my new album. I gotta figure out what's Frenchy Kush doing. Is he writing to this beat? And what's Sir Drop doing? Did Sir Drop even write to that beat? I hope so. I sent Sir Drop awesome beat.
Sir Drop's been putting out some good videos.
Yeah. I want Sir Drop to slaughter this beat. I want him to just go all out and just destroy it.
Cool.
And then I got, what's his name? Into Groove. I'm gonna try to work with him on something. And I got to get Renegade 1. I'm going to have try to get as many people as I can that have talents on this album, whether they make beats or play instruments or something.
Yeah.
But that's my plan. I already got a little piece done. I played it for some people. I think I'm gonna change a little bit of it. People have given me their opinions on it. I put a little sneak preview of it. Maybe
Cool,
I'll play
though.
it
I
in
mean,
a
you're
little bit.
nice. I'd love that.
It's kind of funny the way I open up. The beginning part
I
says
missed it.
supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. But I used the idea I had when I
What
said
did you
you
say,
are
Rudolph?
feeling sleepy. I said supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Yeah, that's what Maureen just said. But what did you say afterwards?
Say it backwards.
Now say it backwards.
I don't know, what would that say? I'll play it in a minute to get your opinion. But I'm not going to keep doing it to where every song I create, I'm going to play it. I just want people, I want the anticipation to build up for people who really like my, my songs or rhymes or whatever you want to call them. And if people don't like them, they can be straight up with Chuck. Like, I've taken criticism from my friends, be like, that shit is trash, like that. I'd rather people be honest to me, because if people tell me it's trash, it hurts a little bit, I ain't gonna lie, but it also allows me to
Improve.
Yeah, there you go, and strengthen that area. And because you're not gonna make everyone happy. There's always gonna be people who don't like something. That's fine.
I'm not really. I've never really been a rap fan, and I'll tell you that straight up, honestly. I've never been a rap fan. I would listen to country music rather than listen to rap, you know. So I'll just be straight up and honest that I'm not really a rap fan, and so you probably won't get me to follow as much as other people because it's not my kind of music, you know.
Hey, Dean, Marcel said, did you say Beck's words? Beck's words. Yeah, you're right. Scott, you're right. It is horse racing. My fault. I said tennis. Oops. It is horse racing. Triple Crown. My bad. Beck's words. What does that mean? Beck's words.
Sounds like going in my direction. Sounds like going in my direction.
What was I gonna say about music? Oh, yeah. But you like my rhymes, Dean. I'm all about the message. If people,
I like the rhyme. I don't need to hear the music behind it, you know, like I just like the rhyme. Yeah.
My grand hated rap music. He'd be like, that's music? You call that music? All you hear is boom, boom, boom. My grand used to have me dying, man. Oh my God, I'd be crying. He would make me laugh so hard. It's like, I hate when they drive by. All you hear is boom.
But I'm not into rap.
My grand was funny, man. That ain't music. I'm like, yes, it is. There's no instruments in that. I couldn't argue with that. I said, yeah, yes, that's true. It's all samples and shit, but
I was listening to a little bit of In the Groove the other night, and I was trying to get into it. I can see how, you know, like putting different sounds together makes music, and I mean that's music anyway. But you know, after about a half an hour, I said, that's enough for me. I can't handle too much more of that.
I think the thing about rap, Dean, you might enjoy rap battles. To see the wordsmithing is amazing, and
I know the wordsmithing is. Yeah.
And sometimes it's pop. Like I wouldn't call it pop culture. Yeah, pop culture rap can dissuade people from rap more than if you actually we're there for the craft of the wordsmithing, right? I was never a
Yeah,
big
well,
rap
mostly
fan
I am.
either. Yeah.
Mostly
And
I
so-
am. It's for the craft of the wordsmithing.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's why I find the style of like Sir Drop or even Charles. Is my sound bogging? Is that me?
Yeah, it just actually bogged a bit. Yeah. Yep.
Oh goodness
Oh, I
gracious! I'm
thought
gonna
that
cycle.
was me.
I'm just
No,
gonna
no,
cycle
that
through
came
my
right.
sound setting. Just one sec. I was just gonna say that there's a style of more spoken word rap that really appeals to me. I'm gonna fix my sound here though. Sec.
Cool.
I was just about to go
Yeah.
in the settings and check it. I want to smoke some herb myself, G-Sharp, but I got to go to the store. And when I smoke herb, you know, I'm not young anymore. And I'm not old either, but ever since this new type of herb come out, when I smoke, I get so fucking blasted that I don't want to do nothing. That's why I don't smoke
Yeah.
weed a lot like everyone else, because I get dumbfounded.
Well,
Yeah,
you know,
I
I was at bloody Crook. Sorry, guys, but I was at Crook yesterday. I just couldn't even smoke. I just wanted to curl up and die. And yeah, so I've had
That
my first
sucks.
straight day in ages. My first straight day in ages. It was yesterday.
What happened? You weren't feeling well, Dean? Was it the
I've had
heat?
bloody Crook. Nah, Crook guts. I've had a Crook guts.
Oh no.
It's been like,
I-
yeah.
Hey, Dean. This is the 5th or 6th bunny I've ran into in the last, I don't know how many months. I came outside. There was a bunny there that time. Now, the other morning, 2 mornings ago, I put on the community page. I hit the corner. I start walking. Right in front of KFC, there's a little bunny. Sun zoomed across the street. There wasn't no cars out yet, you know, around it was around 5:50 in the morning. You know, very few
Yeah.
cars out. Something zooms in front of me. I'm like, what the hell was that? A rat? A fucking mongoose? No, not a mongoose, but I look to my right when I got up close enough, and it's a little bunny sitting there eating grass looking at me. It literally was staring right at me. It's eating its grass. So I took a picture. I put on my community post. Wait, that was yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday morning because it was foggy out. And when I tried to take the
Wow.
picture, you could see the fog in front of the camera lens. So I had the flash on.
If I was you, Chuck, I'd be looking into seeing if there's any meaning or any kind of correlation you can get from why you're seeing a lot of rabbits. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a rabbit in the Matrix. There is a lot of rabbits I've been seeing. In the last 6 months, I've seen more than 6. They're always crossing my path, these damn rabbits. Maybe it's Bugs
Yeah, I
Bunny
think-
trying to play games.
Wascally wabbits.
All right,
That's
let
a
me
Bugs
play
Bunny
the sample. I'm gonna change some things to this. It's only 2 minutes long. This I put together, but I'll play it real quick. Y'all can let me know what you think.
Yeah, well, I guess I might be getting a little rundown here, being a bit nasally. You know who I'm talking about, eh, Vix?
Getting nasally?
Oh, I talk nasally, apparently. People tell me I sound like an Australian.
Interesting.
All right, y'all ready?
Interesting. Yep, ready.
I'm gonna play this real quick, and y'all tell me. It's only 2 minutes, not even. And I want honest opinions.
Check it.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. You are feeling sleepy. Under deep hypnosis, I'm the composer, master of the opus. Mind on cruise control, lost all focus. Puppet masters love pulling strings, herding the sheeple by selling dreams. You have to be asleep to live the American theme. They create the problem, then deliver the solution. Profit of both ends, all we fought for the illusion. The government are all one, but promote to divide. Walk right into the trap cause most people are blind. They can't see the plan has conquered the mind. While we sit here and argue, we can't get back time. History stays relevant, destroying our future. Self-destruction has become part of the culture, while the rich feed off the dead like vultures. No more hibernation, awoke to sleep the giant. For the ripple through the system, awakening the vibrant. I'm the alkaline of water, Poseidon with the trident. Bitch.
That might be an interlude. I don't like the part where I said, I don't know, the beginning part bugs me every time. I want to change it. So you are feeling sleepy. I wanted to slow my voice down and do it that way, but I had to do it that way because I can't figure out how to slow the voice down on that thing. Or I was going to try to find.
Unless you use some other voice.
You're breaking up, Dean. You're borging out a little bit.
Toboggan, you're tobogganing.
Am I better?
You're bobsledding. Yeah, it's better.
Okay. Yeah, I think you could just about use like somebody else's voice or maybe an animated voice for that. Yeah.
That's what I wanted to do.
Or you could pre-record yourself and then slow it down and include it as, I mean, again, I've never made music, any kind of music, but obviously you're having a track over a track, right? So just record that one, slow it down, and put it in separate.
Nice. I could upload it. You're right. I didn't think of that. That's a good idea. Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
See?
It's all right. You'll play around.
There's no mistakes. There's no wrongs in that, Chuck.
I'm the queen of imagining videos I'm gonna make. I usually just go live, so
that wasn't even that rhyme wasn't even supposed to. I don't know what that rhyme was for, but anything you hear from the album, I'm not using nothing I already wrote. It's gonna be all freshly written. I'm not gonna use anything old. That was freshly written too.
I really like it. It's playful.
I might keep going too. I might put a chorus. I'm not good at choruses either, or hooks, whatever people want to call them.
There's a YouTuber out here that goes by the name Supercalifragilistic.
Huh?
Yep.
I think I'm gonna use that thing I said, where I said the windshield is bigger than the rear view because what's ahead of you is more important than what already passed you. Or something to that extent. I might make that into a hook, depending on, because Frenchie Kush sent 2 beats to me, and I picked one of them. I had sent him stuff, and he sent back 2 beats to me, I think, because he could. That's his, style of beats he flows to. So
yeah,
I'll try to flow to anything. I'll flow to a country beat if I had to.
Wow, the sun's trying to peer through the clouds.
It's fucking cloudy here. I'll probably end this live stream in at 3 hours.
Yeah,
I gotta go to the store.
Bloody week since I've seen it.
What, the sun?
Yeah, a bloody week. Man, that's
bad
bloody
over
big.
there?
Yeah, we're meant to be coming up to Christmas. We're meant to be getting the sunniest and hottest weather. And it's still bloody cold.
Huh.
I'm excited for my Christmas this year. You know what I'm doing?
Not me.
What are you doing, Biggs?
I'm having a pixelated Christmas. Pixelated. I'm gonna live
Right,
stream
so
like
you're gonna-
crazy.
You're gonna have a live stream on Christmas Day.
I'm gonna have a live stream like crazy over the holidays. I might just run one stream for 95 hours. And do like well, I'll have music and stuff, like not me talking for 95 hours. That was fucking August. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm all talked out. I got nothing to say to most
You
of
gave
the
it a
people.
bloody good shot. I mean, as far as talking goes, and as far as
Yeah.
lengthy discussions can go in one person's head, you know.
Well, I'll tell you, I could do that forever, but I'm not going to do it on YouTube forever. A pack of wolves. Wolves.
Yeah, man. There's too many wolves out here for
Too
funny
many
that kind of
wolves.
behaviour.
But I'll tell you, you know, it's definitely, if
Oh,
people
you
want to
know,
make
I
it
just-
that, people,
I don't really worry. People can make whatever they like of me, you know. I mean, it's whatever.
well, I know for me, the last 4 months have been the steepest learning curve of my life, and that it's been worth every aspect of it. Every aspect.
And for me
So,
too, absolutely.
yeah.
I mean, the YouTube streak has been a real life changer for me.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
I got no qualms about whatever's happened and whatever goes down now, because I mean, look at the state of this bloody world and the state of some people's minds. We've got to
I
just say
know.
we might be the lucky ones out of that, you know.
I know. Oh, I love it, Dean. I love it. It's funny too. Yeah, it's just, yeah, I love it. It's and I love this. I love being here, Charles.
Well, we've got to embrace it, you know. We've got to embrace it, and just to say that there's so many wolves out there, and they're just waiting for a meal. I guess we're going to have to provide them, you know. That's all there is to it.
It's true. So what can you do? What I like about YouTube is actually how much you can see how society works, how people work, right? There's how socialization actually works, right?
Yes. Yeah.
How many of us are way more polite, right? And I don't mean me. I just mean that how much policing is in politeness, right? Like that you can see can be, you know, can be offered up, say, in your own room, and then elsewhere it's different. It's just the way actually people would be in real life. You just normally don't see them when you're not there, right? So, and that goes for anybody. I'm not trying to speak in code about my own secret experience or anything. I'm just saying that, you know, and then on top of it, you know, you can really see how, you know, how some people are really comfortable being where they are, and some people really like to push the limits on how they grow, right? So, and again, neither's better than the other. Like a solid charactered person is a solid charactered person, whether they're a fucking dipshit or whether they're Mother Teresa, who's probably a dipshit anyway. You know what I mean? Like, so I find that these, and then the long-term relationships you have in real life, they can get condensed in YouTube so that in 4 to 6 or 8 months, you've made like, I know some people say there's no real internet friends, you know, but I would say that the opposite. You can actually see that some people you can go through stuff with, and you know you've got a solid foundation, even if you know something might happen in the future, right? You know, like it just really shortens the timeline in learning curve for me. And I was always a very naive person as to how I think everybody assumes, well, maybe not everybody, but a lot of people assume people are like them, and you get shocked when someone's not like you, right? And yet nobody's, you know what I mean? Yet, and that's from both sides, right? So I think some
Absolutely,
people are more
absolutely.
savvy to that. Some people are
I
a
hear
lot more
you loud
savvy
and
to that.
clear. I hear
Yeah.
you loud and clear, Bex. Yeah.
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 So it's just a learning curve for me. Like, I don't know. I think it's about maturation. I mean, and selective
And fully,
maturation, right? Because it's like you
yes,
can
yes. And
also
what we
play.
select for ourselves. Yes,
Mm,
absolutely. Yes.
yeah. Hmm.
Mm. Yeah, no, I definitely feel that my journey has gained an interesting, has got some interesting limits coming into it. Not say limits, but say direction, even. Like I can speak to people and not be caught up in my feelers so much as when I first came onto YouTube. I was right in my feelers. Oh, I realized how much I was.
Yeah.
Looking back, and like you say, it's not a very long journey. It's only been a few bloody months compared to 60 odd years of life.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what I find
So,
interesting, Dean, is that it doesn't happen to a lot of men. Like, and again, this may be a gender talk, people, or I don't mean to. I can be corrected on this, no problem. But the one thing about you is admitting that you can be emotional, but also I've never heard anyone call you being feminine because you're in your emotions. And I wonder if that's because people respect you as an elder, and the fact that things you get emotional about do tend to be global, not personal, and people relate to that differently than I'm sure you've shared
yeah,
many
no,
personal things out here
I
that
understand what you're saying.
yeah,
I do, and
yeah,
I do have, I feel feminine traits.
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
and I know that, and I mean I've been told that a long time ago in my life already. Anyway,
Sorry.
I kind of accepted that,
yeah.
I
And I'm
mean, I
not,
don't.
yeah.
I've got no rebuttal for it, right? I know
Well, no,
it's
and it's
there,
good. I
and
mean, it's good. It's just I'm just making an observation that
yeah,
that
that's
there
it.
are
I love that.
yeah.
Cool.
And nor
We've
am I
got
trying to point fingers. Like people should make fun of
no, and
of men.
I'm not
Like,
taking
not at
any
all.
offense. I'm not
Yeah,
taking any offense. That's the thing,
yeah,
girl, because we've got past that now. I mean, I did get
yeah.
hurt one day, and I went
Mhm.
into my feelers, and I felt fully, like I'd been attacked.
Mm.
But, and I'm glad we can talk this out here instead of talking in private, because everybody can hear it, and then they can say, well, look out, he's got that, sorry. But, to me,
What?
I've opened, I'm an open book, and if even if Stephen wants to get up there and grill the fuck out of me, he can. I don't care, he can go for it.
Mhm.
Yeah, Stephen, you
Mhm.
got the open invitation. You can go and grill the shit out of me about my voice, talking through his nose. He sounds like he's talking. He must have nasal problems.
Mm.
I mean, I'll pull the piss on myself. Let's do it.
Mm. I think yeah. I think the thing I've learned, and I am not very good at practicing it at all, but I'm, once I've have these things acknowledged, especially since I've made some really good friends globally through this app and through other apps, but I've learned that when I'm feeling emotional, yeah, if I'm
globally.
feeling emotional or defensive, especially with people I know well enough to know that we can resolve things, right? That there is resolution, period. Let alone should I, to offer this up to anyone. What I'm trying to say is I've learned I don't ask enough questions. So if I'm going to emotionally react, right? The first break is ask, is there a question I can ask here? right? Like I should ask a question before I react because hey, no matter what, it could amplify my reaction. I ask a question and it goes the wrong direction. I might just get more, more in control of my response, but also have more ammunition if there is a reason to react, right? Whereas if there
Of
isn't
course,
a reason to react, right?
I mean, you're going to get
Yeah.
flat, right?
Gonna get what?
From questions. You're going to get flat from questions when people don't understand the question or when the question imposes on somebody else's feelings, right?
Mm.
So you're
But
gonna
I
get
guess what
flat.
I'm saying, yeah, for me to stop reacting, I know it just involves questions, right? Because first of all, probably a good chunk of the time, it's a misunderstanding, right? We're holding, it's word salad getting in the way. And then if it's not that, and somebody is wanting to engage in some sort of frictional conversation, then in fact, slowing down, asking questions could only make that engagement more entertaining and a better friction if that's if the person's going to be resistant anyway, whether they legitimately don't want to have a conversation with you or whether, it's part of the engagement online and their character, I think that asking questions. Plus, I'm accused. As someone who likes to monologue on her own channel, OTW gave me the mantra: "Not everything's a monologue," which somebody should have given it to me 6 months ago. All right. Then it really, all I was going to say is that, learning to be more succinct, learning to ask questions, also just asking people questions. It shows interest, and I am interested. I am listening. I do listen to what people say in a conversation when I'm not talking. So, but asking questions shows that you're listening. You know what I mean? And it's just
actually, I would say that it's like Maureen's got a saying that her mother used to tell her, and that the only stupid question is the one you never ask, right? And so if anything you could learn out of that is that ask the questions even if they sound a bit stupid, because you've got to learn any which way you can, and you're going to, or you're going to go down with the ship and you're just going to be burdened under bullshit, so we've got to ask these questions. We really do. We're just going to get absolutely nowhere unless we do.
Speaking of asking questions and people who might have gone absolutely somewhere. Hey, Charles, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, good. Good. So, how did you get in? I mean, I know how you got interested in mixing your own music, but how did you know what software to download, or are you playing around with a couple different software packages, Charles, or what's the deal when the musician? Surdrop?
Yeah, he told me to download BandLab. And when I downloaded it, I realized I had used it before, but I couldn't figure it out. But this time I downloaded it and I figured it out pretty quick. And that's how I did the other version of my verse. Surdrop put it with, what was the name of that track? Dark Chameleon? And he had to cut the verse into two because it's only 42 seconds or something a verse. And shit, I'm old school. I can remember a verse being a whole page. Now it's shorter, so I just redid it to a different beat. The original beat I had the verse to, and I put it out. I was messing around, doing ad-libs, background voices and all that, and learning how to use it. And then this time I figured out how to upload the movie. Like I would download the like a movie. Like I got a clip from Ghost Dog when he's reading from the book's called Hagakure, or something like that. It's a Japanese book that has quotes in it. So I used it for this new beat. I'm just learning. But when I realized I already had an account with BandLab, I said, I remember this. I couldn't figure it out and erased it. But now that I know how to use it, I like it. So later on, I'm going to see if I got to write something to this beat, and I got to see how far. I'm trying to get Frenchie Kush to download it too, so then we could send each other, the beat and our verses. And it's easier, I guess, to work together. I haven't done it yet, but I want to see if Sir Drop wrote to the beat I sent him too. I gotta write something today to this newer beat. Get shit rolling. Sir Drop does a good job, but some things I wanted to change, and I figure if I'm in control of everything, I could change this or that. And plus, I don't want to keep bugging Sir Drop all the time either, and I want to learn how to do it myself, because I've been wanting to do this EP or album, whatever I want to call it, for a while now. And now I'm so more focused on doing it. Now that I know how to use the app, it makes me want to finish it more.
Cool. Definitely, YouTube is a creative inspiration. Well, I mean, maybe you'd make the songs. I know there's musicians that make songs that don't necessarily take them to YouTube. But I still think when you've got a YouTube channel and you're musically inclined, what a delightful collaboration for yourself to be inspired by.
Well, the problem is the instrumentals I'm using are these non-copyright instrumentals, but the problem with them are the person still owns the beat. So if I use it and then it becomes popular and I'm making money off of it, I got to give them a cut, which fine. I have no problem with that. They made the beat and they deserve to get a cut. But I want to do my own beats too, so now I don't run into that problem, because they could be demanding fucking 80% because they made the beat. People don't realize the beat is the major part of the song. The beat, and the producer who mixes it and all that. All you do is write and put a verse in. It's the least amount of work on the whole project. The mixer, the producer of the beat and all that, they do way more work than the artist writing and putting the flow down for the most part. So people don't realize that, though. They forget about the studio mixer and the person who makes it sound better and lines everything up. No one really thinks of that person, but they do a major part in the studio. And thank God for these apps, or not thank God, but thank the creator of these apps, because it makes everything so much better and easier. Everyone dipped out. I'm going to end this at 3 hours. In like 8 minutes.
Cool.
Go do what I got to do. I always say I'll go live later. I might. What's today? Tuesday? Hope it don't rain when I decide to leave. My cat isn't feeling good. She's old. And I hope she don't die. She's not doing too good. It bothers me. That's my best friend, the cat. People could laugh, but animals are awesome. And if my cat dies, I'm gonna be pissed and sad at the same time. Yes, men get sad. This new, you know, the way they're trying to feminize men, it's crazy.
I know.
Vice versa.
It's crazy. I know. I've talked about it many times. You know, what we call femininity in emotions is actually emotional immaturity.
True.
Whether
Yep.
it's being expressed from a woman or a man.
Men
Fully.
cry, but they
Yeah.
cry in their own time, in their own place.
Exactly.
I don't
And
want
emotion-
no one to see me cry. I don't want no one to see that weakness.
But emotional maturity still means performing your emotions. Like, and I don't mean like acting. I mean like performing on an exam and getting an A+, doing it better and better. Right? It's not, people say you need to control your emotions. No, yeah, it's a form of control, but control sounds like you've got a leash on something. Where if you're trying to emotionally mature, then what you're doing is actually learning to properly engage and express the emotions that you have. And society puts a great deal of weight on people being, say passive aggression being acceptable and better than aggression. Neither when expressed without emotional maturity is appropriate, right? Passive is still aggression, right? So, and people can sit there, like they're better than somebody because they're not getting angry. And then when they do express their anger, it's expressed in some sarcastic jab, right? Both of those expressions of aggression can be better expressed. And I would say ultimately aggression is for when you're being literally attacked, like in language and emotion. Ideally, aggression is used in a tactical way for appropriate, I guess what I'm trying to say is that
As a defense or an attack. Yes.
Exactly, right? Like it would be something you would selectively use when appropriate because it's a waste of your energy otherwise, right? Like,
yes.
Yeah.
Marcel.
But I may as well. If you're gonna stop this,
is your birthday
go ahead.
coming up, Marcel? I just wanted to ask that. I think he left. Oh, there he is. He's still there.
Yeah.
No, he's not. Yes, he is.
Yeah, I'm going to jump down too. I've got to go and search some happy Becky because we're running low, and I mean I didn't have any yesterday, which was probably a first in a very long time. And I don't know, maybe I should just go without for another day. I don't know, but
Go without what?
weed.
Oh, fuck that.
I traded
Yeah,
my
I know.
RV for weed for life.
When I go
I
without
know.
weed, life sucks.
Yeah, well, I had to have a day without it yesterday. I was just too bloody crook to even touch it.
Oh, 27th of April. Nice. You're a Taurus. I wonder what month, if I was born in April, under the Gregorian calendar, I'm an Aries. But if we use the old calendar, the original one, whatever that is, I wonder what sign I fall under.
Yeah.
I
was
wouldn't
born in
have
the
a
year
clue,
of the
but there's quite a lot to the astrological signs and emotional sides of them, and the heights and such, and astro.
You're borging out a little bit.
You're bogging.
Oh my God! Hey, earphone.
You're Borgin,
I've got me
like
bloody
Star
ear.
Trek. What are
I
them
think
guys
that- I
called?
think
Star
this is-
Trek?
I think it
The-
must
the
be time
Borg-
for me to get. Is it still
Yeah,
Borgin?
A little bit.
It stopped.
It's weird, eh?
You
Because
think it's
I haven't
evidence?
moved.
It's
I
evidence of
appreciate
the
you coming
continental
up,
drift. I think that New Zealand is floating away, friends. Save New Zealand. Save New Zealand.
Yeah, talking about that drift. How the fuck do people think these continents drifted when we're all connected under the water? People don't even think that. They don't even think about that. They think we truly drifted apart. How? We're all one piece of land. It flooded. All the lands are connected. Now maybe something struck the earth like a big weapon and it put cracks in the earth and filled up with water. But other than that shit drifting away, nah, I'm not buying that bullshit. Now the lands are connected,
Well,
so we really are one piece of land.
I really think that drifting away kind of thing comes from the old global thing, you know, the world thing where the world's turning, and it you know, the centrifugal motion is pushing us out, you know. Right.
I'll tell you one thing, and then I'll leave on this.
Yeah.
I know consciousness is based in magnetism because of the magnetite that makes up the magnetosomes that they're doing research in the Laurentian University. It's a cage reality. You know,
What
one
did
of
you
his
call
things.
them? What?
Magnetosomes. Magnetosomes are the magnetite crystals in our brain that they associate with consciousness. So on the macro scale, I learned actually at one point that back in the day they used to put giant magnets or magnetized hulls on boats. Right now, I'm assuming they still use navigational tools, but maybe in a time where tools weren't working or were going all wonky or something. I know that part of that is a safety mechanism to be drawn to the land. Right. So yeah. So I would say that once you have a gigantic enough like mass of ore, it attracts it can attract the floating islands of the world right back to itself, like consciousness, like awakening. So there would be, there's lands all connected, but there's also floating islands on the globe that we know it, or planet, or plane, or crater, or whatever. Like in this mass now are islands that float like icebergs that are broke off in the flood, right? And so there's something to do with the magnetism that draws things closer. So where I'll end on that is, likely Dean is coming closer and not drifting further apart. But magnetosomes.
That's interesting. I'm gonna look
very
that up.
Interesting. Yeah. And you might find something on Caged Reality's page about it. I don't know if he's got them up as videos, standalone videos. He's got some up there that are pretty cool. But if not, it's something that he's I've heard him say multiple times in conversations.
Wow.
But thanks for having. It was really nice to see you again, Charles. Thanks for the visit. Thanks for having me up and over. And I'll catch you next time.
It took my voice out. You got to come by more, Bex.
I will. I will see you very soon.
All right, Bex.
Okay.
And
have a good day.
Dean.
Talk to you.
You too. That's all right, Dean. I know you got to go. I'm going to jump off anyway. I appreciate you coming up, Dean, and Bex. And peace to Elkimo83. Peace to Dean. Smoking G Sharp. Marcel. Peace to Yolanda. Oh shit, be what it is. What's up, bro? I didn't even see you come in here. Mesa Melt. Uh-oh. It's freezing up. Peace to Bex. Scott Severini. Who else? Yolanda, Sunshine Time, Dominic, Lonnie. I don't want to miss anyone. I know Mind's Eye came in, Sun Mao, Hopefully I said that right. Sun Mao. Uh-oh. It's not letting me go back. There we go. Mark Basket. And oh, Salama came in. Forever Love 774. Kimba. I don't want to forget nobody. Here and back, that's Lonnie. I don't. So many people. I think that's pretty much it. Go back as far as it'll let me go. That's it. Peace to everyone, man. Have a good day, night, morning, evening, tomorrow. You know, some people are already in tomorrow, like Dean. And I might go live later. I appreciate you all. This is a dope build. And I don't want to end it, but I have to do a few things. And I will see y'all next time, man. Peace to the gods.